Banjo Kazooie fans have waited far longer than most gaming communities for a true new adventure, and today that wait finally ended in a way absolutely nobody anticipated. The iconic bear and bird are returning in a brand new game, exclusive to PlayStation. The reveal landed during Sony's digital showcase, where the stream opened with a quiet forest scene set to whimsical music reminiscent of Grant Kirkhope's style. As the camera drifted past trees and moss-covered stone, two familiar silhouettes stepped into view. Banjo waddling forward with his goofy, lumbering stride, and Kazooie popping out of the backpack with her trademark attitude. It was the shot fans have wanted to see for over a decade, and the reaction online was immediate chaos. The shock doubled, then tripled when the trailer ended with the words "only on PlayStation," leaving the gaming community buzzing with confusion, excitement, and disbelief. The natural question became how could this even happen considering the franchise has been owned by Microsoft for over 20 years? The explanation, delivered shortly after the showcase in press materials and developer interviews, stunned fans almost as much as the trailer itself. Microsoft approved a one off licensing deal allowing a third party studio, independent of both Xbox and PlayStation, to create a new Banjo Kazooie game solely for Sony's platform. According to the details provided, the studio has been building a modern platformer prototype that caught Sony's attention. Sony suggested attaching an established dormant IP to the project to maximize impact, and that conversation eventually led to Microsoft greenlighting the pitch as part of an experimental effort to reintroduce older IP fans to wider audiences. The arrangement is limited, self contained, and intentionally structured to test whether Banjo Kazooie still resonates with today's players. The game itself, titled Banjo Kazooie Bragal Breakout, aims to blend the feel of classic N64 era 3D collectathons with modern semi open world design. The map connects multiple sprawling regions such as a reimagined Spiral Mountain, the vibrant Bragal Sanctuary, and the mechanical forest of Gearward Workshop through organically linked paths rather than isolated hub doors. Banjo and Kazooie return with their traditional moveset enhanced by new abilities, including a mechanic allowing Kazooie to temporarily detach from the backpack to scout hidden routes, manipulate switches, or perform agility challenges Banjo can't handle alone. Transformations have been expanded significantly and utilize the PlayStation DualSense controller's full range of features, including variable resistance in the trigger and environment sensitive haptics that shift depending on terrain. Even Banjo's footsteps feel different on stone, grass, metal, or magical surfaces, giving the game a level of tactile feedback that earlier titles couldn't offer. The story centers on Gruntilda attempting to reforge a fragmented magical artifact buried beneath her old lair, which she hopes will allow her to rebuild her body in any form she chooses. Mumbo Jumbo returns to assist the duo with magical upgrades, while Bottles plays a larger role than in previous games, offering side missions that explore the magical imbalances spreading across the world due to Grunty's reconstruction efforts. A new character, Tico, a gadget focused inventor mole, helps the heroes understand the technological anomalies powering Gruntilda's machinery. The writing stays as sharp and playful as fans remember, filled with Grunty's rhyming insults, Kazooie's sarcasm, meta jokes, exaggerated reactions, and expressive animations that preserve Rare's original spirit without imitating it beat for beat. Now, this is where I need to give my take on the bigger picture surrounding this decision because what's happening with Microsoft raises serious questions about their long term strategy. Normally, I would say this is Xbox simply showing once again that it cares more about software than hardware, but at this point, even that feels like an understatement. With first party titles not even remaining exclusive to Xbox for a full year before jumping to other platforms, this move shouldn't come as a surprise. Microsoft has been giving, whether through limited agreements or without any strings attached, access to their IPs without asking for anything in return. And while this is undoubtedly great news for PlayStation fans, who are getting access to iconic Xbox owned franchises, Xbox fans are absolutely getting the short end of the deal. PlayStation is not being reciprocal in this deal. Xbox players won't be getting Uncharted ports, they won't be getting Ratchet and Clank, they won't be getting Medieval. PlayStation protects its legacy, yet Microsoft continues to give theirs away, shifting their focus almost entirely toward Game Pass and service based distribution. Whether that strategy pays off is unknown, but decisions like this one highlight how unbalanced the benefits are depending on which ecosystem you're a part of, and that imbalance is becoming impossible for fans to ignore. The community reaction to all of this has been a mix of celebration, confusion, anxiety, and pure excitement. Banjo Kazooie fans are ecstatic to see the franchise revived after more than a decade of silence, false starts, and abandoned rumors. PlayStation players are thrilled to finally get the chance to experience the duo natively on their console. Even many Xbox fans, despite their frustration over exclusivity, are expressing relief that the franchise hasn't been forgotten. Social media has been flooded with clips of the reveal, reaction videos, fan art, and deep dive discussions about whether this could lead to more cross company collaborations or even a potential full scale revival of Rare's classic catalog. Analysts note that while the arrangement is unprecedented, it clearly signals Microsoft's willingness to experiment with unconventional methods to keep older IPs alive rather than letting them fade out due to platform restrictions. Speculation is all running rampant about what this means going forward. Could a successful PlayStation exclusive Banjo game convince Microsoft to revive the series internally? Could other dormant Rare properties receive similar experimental treatments with external studios? Is this the beginning of a model where certain historical IPs float freely between platforms depending on interest and opportunity? Nothing is confirmed, but one thing is absolutely clear. Banjo Kazooie is alive again, and this revival, however unlikely its circumstances, has already reignited worldwide enthusiasm for a franchise many feared would never return. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. As always, game on.